Welcome to Mexico, where we start the weekend with Friday practice. This session will give us a good indication of just who has the upper hand for qualifying tomorrow.
Sup guys, it's Joe here, and you join me playing F1 2016 Career Mode Season 2, and today we are racing in rounds 19, 20 and 21. This is the road to the end of the championship now, and today we will find out if we can take the championship today or whether we will be tasting the stench of defeat. Ali Singh sometimes says hello. Hello Ali, thank you for joining the stream. Blue screen everybody, I do apologise, I'm going to set up a party chat, so if anybody wants to join the party chat, they can. But this is it. This is the road to the championship now. And for this track, I generally do use Racing Line because I don't have the confidence around here. So we begin as always then by getting on the grind for those resource points. And we want to take one upgrade to Abu Dhabi. Part of me feels like we should have left the upgrades and gone for Season 3. But you never know whether a better offer would have shown. So here we go then. Let's get the first practice program underway. It is unclear what is going to happen today at this point. I still come with a big pace disadvantage, but I come here in the lead of the championship by just 9 points over Sebastian Vettel and 16 to Daniel Ricciardo. So it is a 3-horse race for the title. There are 3 potential champions that could come out of this live stream that you are watching today. Edward says hello. What's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream. I'm not going to remind you to punch the like button because chances are, like yesterday, you beat me to it. So, a quick summary of the season. I've made a few mistakes, had some great races with it, but this is it now. If we're going to make the final charge, we cannot afford any more mistakes. This has got to be it now. This has got to be the big push for the title. And one mistake will be enough to cost us everything. So it literally does come down to this today. And we've got a good start with the purple score on the track acclimatization. That's good. That is literally all we need there. So let's return to garage and get on to the second. These 3 races are going to be epic. I hope so, buddy. I hope so. This is the longest live stream I've ever attempted as well, so by the end of it, I'm probably going to be feeling a little bit shattered. So just to summarise, there's been mistakes by all this season, but there can be no mistakes from anybody now. Sebastian Vettel is our nearest rival, despite being disqualified for 2 races and scoring no points in the race the other side of it. So 3 consecutive non-point scoring races for Vettel, but he's back in this. Ricciardo was right with me in Austin up until his engine let him down. So now, this is it. This is the push. It's now or never, really. And we've got to really get this right if we want the championship here. We come, like I said, at a disadvantage of not having the pace at all. But we are going to try. And if we don't succeed in this season, we will try again in next season. Because there is going to be a Season 3. Ooh, track extending there. I can't wait personally. I'm getting really stuck into this now as we clip that curb. We need to work on our exit out of there. This isn't going to be quite the purple score, but let's go for the purple score now. New objective, target third. That's going to be a tricky one to get. And we don't exactly have the car for it, because let's face it, the McLaren Honda is isn't that just a byword for shoddy car? Oh god, that was bad. Onto the grass on a straight. What have we done there? We've gone wide. I might have to just settle for the green score on this one. In fact, we've lost way too much time already. Oh, the understeer is so bad. I do not like this sector at all. Oh my god. Well, I can't say that was clean, but it's been a while. Again, I've been playing dirt all week, so forgive me if I am a little rusty at this game. If I don't get it this lap, that's not a problem. We'll just accept the green score there. In fact, we do lose time out of that exit. I don't know what it is, but I've never been able to gain time out of that exit. But that's not a problem. We are returning to the garage. And we are going to skip this and get ready for qualifying.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Vettel, Verstappen and a McLaren. Practice time.
So we got third fastest then. And our nearest rival actually topped the timesheets there. So Ferrari, I think, right now the ones to watch. Ooh, McLaren versus Ferrari. This takes me back. Oh, we still got some resource points out of that. But now it's time to get to qualifying. We need to have a good race here. Holy Jesus.
Grand Prix qualifying.
Okay, that's bad.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too
And the
hard.
race is dry. Right, okay, it seems to me that we need to really think how we're gonna go about this one. I'm gonna set a lap now and then look at it with maybe 4 minutes to go and just go out on intermediate tyres, even if it's not the right call, defend my time. At the moment we just need to think logically. Ricardo then has topped the timesheet, so he's pretty clear at going through. And he is one of our championship rivals. The car does not feel good in the wet at all. Feels better than last season's Sauber though, so there's a plus. Right, let's just try and get something like 4th or 5th for now. And then when the track dries out that bit more, we will have a look at getting on those intermediate tyres. For now, we just need to get a banker lap in or two. Because getting through this part of qualifying is going to be crucial. As much as this is a circuit where you can overtake, you don't particularly want to be running in the middle of the field in a first corner like this one, because you do just end up being part of everybody else's accident. Oh, the understeer. Oh, that drifting. That just shows you how much I've been playing dirt this week. And we're actually looking at being a little bit quicker than Ricciardo at this point, which is all well and good and everything, but that's not the part of qualifying we want to be beating him in. A little bit wide on the exit there. That won't be too much of a problem. Oh!
Fantastic.
Okay, we've set the fastest lap. That's all we needed to do there. So let's return to garage. Let's get to something like 4 minutes to go. Because then I'm thinking intermediates are going to be the order of the day. In fact, I'm pretty sure intermediates are going to be the order of the day there. So we kind of got to defend ourselves a little bit here. So intermediates, flying lap, and that just concerns. The best season of this race is probably race of the season. Even is probably Baku. I don't even want to talk about that one. That was an unqualified disaster. Now we are out on intermediates. Then we are going to defend this lap. Verstappen has just gone quickest. There is a Renault out in front of me. A lot of the AI, funnily enough, staying in the pits. So we could see a bit of a topsy-turvy grid here.
Intermediate tyres, best bet.
Magnussen pits then, 2 minutes to go. If the AI want to get a lap in, they have got to really start thinking about getting out there. In fact, that's a Williams that is going out on those tyres. So we can brake for the first corner. And that was pretty smooth. That was what we needed from there. Still in Q1.
Stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe. Light rain is here to stay.
Light rain is here to stay, and we've gone fastest of all in the first sector, which is what we need to do. And I have a feeling these times are just going to keep tumbling. Towards the end of the session, we should actually get a second lap in if we need to take it. I don't think we will, but we should get it. Oh, that is so slow. Oh gosh, that was a mistake and a half. And I will be probably taking a second lap there because that was bad. That drifting was so not on point there. And we complete the lap. We've got set a 1 minute 30.8. That's good going. Let's see if we can beat that. Do we actually need to though? Raikkonen is actually slower than that. I don't think we need another lap. And I can't actually be bothered to do another lap. So we are in. And so are all the championship contenders. Hey man, what's up? Thank you for joining the stream, buddy. So, we've got through to that part of qualifying, no problem. It's now about getting through Q2, and I think the track isn't going to dry out in time to really have an impact on this session. So, I'm going to I think, just putting in the one lap here should get us through. In fact, there's no way this track is going to dry out before session ends, so I'm going to take that risk here. Verstappen quickest again. And we've got a Ferrari in front of us. Right. I'm hoping Raikkonen will pit. I don't particularly want him in my way. Oh well, he's in the way now. Alright, let's see what we got then. I will give it everything to win this championship. It's going to be very tricky. We're at a pace disadvantage, but I'm not going to give up on this just yet. We need 2 solid races from here. We're leading by 9 points. Oh my god, Joe, it's the kinky schoolgirl LMFAO. Oh, for God's sake, Wrecking Ball. Shout out to my friend Wrecking Ball here, YouTuber as well. Go check him out. He does a lot of gaming stuff as well, so that'll be pretty cool. Here we go then. Oh, the understeer is real through there. I think that's because we're too close to Raikkonen. He's taken me out a few times in this season, so he's got a few things to answer for. And that drift gives me something I need to answer for there, but we're half a second up on Verstappen. I don't think Raikkonen's going to impede us that much. A little bit wide there, but I think we're just going to get out of the corner. And that should be the fastest time in the session so far, and it is. So, that is all we need to do there. I'm pretty comfortable that we are through. And we are. Ricardo is right on me in the wet though, so... It's all down to this then. The final part of qualifying, and we are through quite nicely. But it is dry, so we're not quite at the advantage that we have had. If anything, this puts us at a bit of a disadvantage. I was hoping for maybe a little bit more rain in this session, but doesn't matter. Let's see what this bad boy can do. I haven't actually done a lap in the dry yet, so I'm not quite sure how the car's going to handle. Alright then, the lap has begun. We are going to open up the DRS, and who is that coming out of the pits? Do not get in the way. Oh, it would be Raikkonen, wouldn't it? I was so dreading him taking me out. That was not the way we wanted to do that. In fact, that was scrappy. But that's not so bad. Let's just... We can see what we can make up from here. We're actually a tenth up, so despite that mistake, that's looking pretty good. And this has been the best lap I've done around here so far, despite the early mistakes. 3 tenths up on Ricciardo now. What are we going to do? Can we bring this home? We've got 1 minute, so if we want to take another lap, we can do so if we so choose. We're not going to be starting the race on this tyre. And that is a close pole there. So can we do any better than that? That was even scrappier. Going to abandon the lap and return to garage. Laptop is actually frozen, which doesn't help matters. Where do we finish? We've got that pole position then. We have got that pole position and my laptop is completely frozen. That is not going to... I'm very sorry, I can't tell how the live stream is going. My laptop has just completely frozen. There we go. We're back. And we have got pole position, which is a very good start. That is how we mean to start. Thank you for everyone to join the stream. Don't forget to punch that like button. And we've got pole position here in Mexico. That is the best start we could have had. Unfortunately, however, we don't get points for pole, but what we will get points for is coming through at the end of the race, which is what we intend to do. So let's get our head down and get our heads in the game.
Let's remind ourselves.
I'm going to say that's an acceptable strategy for now. Right then, let's do it. So for the final 3 races, it's lights out and away we go for the first. I'm pretty sure Ricciardo was borderline jumping the start there. We have not had a good getaway at all. We're getting swamped left, right and centre. And that is a terrible start to have made. We've really not gone well there. We're going around the outside of turn 1. Ricciardo is in the lead. Verstappen is in second. We are in third. Verstappen brake tested us there. And that is not the start we wanted. Behind us it's carnage. Alonso's up to 4th. We're going to take a move down the inside of Verstappen though. And he's not going to be easy to go, but he has we've got past him now. And Ricciardo taking the lead. Verstappen really helping him out by brake testing us there. And that's really dirty play by the Red Bull driver. But we're in P2, which isn't too bad. Daniel Ricciardo is leading the race. We've got it wide there. Oh my God, understeer is real. Oh, it really is real. That is the shoddiest second sector we've taken. Verstappen is now on our left. And we just do not have an answer for that Red Bull at the moment. We do. Verstappen's hit up. Verstappen just coming right across on us there. And that has cost us position after position. What was he doing? We've lost a lot of positions there. This goes to show you can start on pole, but everything can go wrong at the beginning of the race, and it has gone wrong. That is as wrong as it could have possibly gone. Verstappen really coming across on us there and just wiping us off, and that has left us with a lot of work to do. The 2 Ferraris now are battling hard, which could bring us back into the top 3. And oh, they really are going for it now. And we've got an opportunity arising on our right. Raikkonen is going to box us in, I think. Yes, he's boxing us in here, and we have got to be so careful. Vettel on the left, Alonso on the right. Are these two going to come together now? Alonso playing the team game, and we are just getting held up massively here. No, Alonso's got through then. Alonso has got past Vettel. So this isn't as the best it could have gone in terms of championship. In fact, this is kind of a bit of a worst case scenario here. Now Vettel is right on Alonso, and I'm going to have to take this risk down the inside of the pair of them. There's contact made, and I've made the positions back up. So right now I'm ahead of Vettel, but Ricciardo by now is long gone, and I feel may have this race win in the bag unless he has a different strategy. Right now Vettel is coming back at us. He's going right. I'm going to give him space on the right. He's got plenty of room there. He doesn't quite go for it though, and our straight line speed for some reason seems to just help us being able to hold our own there. Whew. Oh God, what am I doing there? Right, we've had a bit of an exciting first couple of laps. Verstappen really boxing us in at the start after making a bad start and trying to slot in behind them. He really boxed us in, but we've made up positions after he then spun us out. So we're back up to 4th. Vettel now is right on my rear, and he's not going to give up easily. But meanwhile, we're now trying to focus on getting after Raikkonen if we can. Like I said though, we're at a bit of a pace disadvantage. He may disappear up the road. A little bit wide for Raikkonen there. Meanwhile, Vettel is going to start looking at coming back at us. And we've just set the fastest lap of the race. That makes the point, doesn't it? Vettel again, getting closer. He's probably got the DRS now, but not quite close enough to launch that overtake. And at the moment, Ricciardo does seem to just be getting away with it at the front. So currently in P4. What can we do from here? We're currently chasing down Raikkonen. We've got a lot of racing to do today. Everybody in the chat is cussing Max Verstappen at the moment, which is quite amusing. But now we need to really get after Raikkonen, and I don't think we've actually got the pace to really get after him per se. But we're trying to stay with him. He too is on our tyre, so he's probably running a different strategy to what we are. So no, he's probably running a similar strategy, but the Red Bulls on the super softs, they're probably running a different one. Vettel is now much closer, and I think this time round surely he's going to have a look at getting past, and we just don't have the legs for it. He's on the super soft tyres as well. He's going to the right. But again, he doesn't seem to have the overall... I don't know where he is at this point, but he does have space. No, he's backed out of that. And we've got a warning for exceeding track limits. And Kvyat then has got a car issue. So he's going to be holding the pack up. So it's all going wrong down at the Toro Rosso camp. No sign of a safety car at the moment for that. Even though he's going very slowly down the circuit. Has he got a puncture maybe? I don't know. But I know that there will be cars that catch him soon. And I just wonder if it is a puncture, will the guys in front of me catch him first? Because that could have an impact on their race. Long way to go yet. 31 laps to go in this particular race.
When considering switching to an alternate strategy, do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Right, Vettel again with the DRS. Keep current, I'm happy with it. Okay, Vettel's now going for the outside, but I'm going to stick to the right. And he's going for it, but he just doesn't have the legs. So Vettel keeps back for another lap. We are not dropping too far back from Raikkonen, but we could probably do with just catching up that bit more. He's starting to get close to Verstappen though, so I just wonder if in following him, we're going to be brought into that little battle that will happen fairly soon if Raikkonen keeps catching him. I might be faster through sector 1, but I'm not too much sure about where I am on the other sectors. Meanwhile, we've drifted out wide there, and that's... well, it's not quite the way to do it, but... that's what we're doing for now. Right then, lap 6. This will be where the guys on the super soft tyres will have to think about what they're doing. Are they stopping this lap or are they staying out? Ricciardo seems to be staying out if the map's anything to go by. And nobody's actually caught up the slower Kvyat. Now Vettel is going to come right back at us again. And someone has pitted. I think that might be Max Verstappen. Vettel has now gone through and he has got some legs on him there. Nearly going on the grass to defend his position. We're staying left because I think I can just outbrake him here and just hang him out around the outside. But we've gone completely wide in trying to do that, and we've made a mistake, but we're now behind him and he's going to have DRS there, and I think as far as I'm concerned that is goodbye Vettel, temporarily at least. I don't know if a cheeky dive bomb is worth taking it. Oh, I'm going to have to commit to it. Oh, that was cheeky, but it worked. I wouldn't normally try that move, but there's a lot riding on this today. As we go steaming up the inside. So Raikkonen in P3, P2 even. Ricciardo leading the race. He's long gone at this point. And his pace is absolutely electric today. We're not really going to have any chance at catching him unless we have a bit of a development in the middle of the race. And Sebastian Vettel then has pitted.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
No sign of Daniel Ricciardo pitting though. So he must be on a different tyre. Oh, that's our second warning for exceeding track limits, which means that a penalty in this race is going to be inevitable now. So we've got to try and avoid doing that. Who's that? It's going quite slowly out there. That's interesting. A little bit of track extending there. We need to watch that now. We can't afford another penalty. Raikkonen has well and truly got away from us now. The gap to Raikkonen is 3 seconds, but that's not going to come down very quickly. We got 2 more laps on this tyre before we pit. I'm going to take a look at the percentages actually and see, because I don't think we can manage 3 more. That's going to be very touch and go if we attempt that. So currently, lap 9, we're in P3. We're on a different strategy to a lot of people around us, so it's all going to shake out a bit later on. But right now, we're just trying to hold position here in 3rd, which I think will become 4th or 5th. Depending, of course, on how quick Vettel is going, because he might undercut us. But we never know who the free stoppers are in this race today, so try and keep our heads down. That Red Bull is looking mighty though. It's not looking very beatable at this point. Raikkonen now 3.2 ahead of us, so he has just stretched away a little bit. We're going to try and just keep our heads down a bit at this phase of the race. Ricciardo is out in front. We can do 2 more laps. So we're going to look at pitting on lap 11 then. Oh, that's another mistake that could be ill-afforded. Oh, I thought that was going to be a penalty then. I really thought that was going to be a penalty. I'm so glad that it came up saying fastest lap for Vettel. That may be potentially problematic later, but we'll deal with that later. Raikkonen has really pulled away from us now, and these tyres are really not serving us as well as once they did. That Raikkonen is gone. Jeff is suggesting we box this lap. I'm not so sure that this is the lap. So I don't think the mediums can do 16 laps. If I do 2 stints of 11 laps though, they might be able to do 14 at a stretch. Right, let's keep going then. So Raikkonen's pitted then. Ricciardo, what's he done? No, he's staying out and he's 11 seconds up the road. So at this point, it's easy enough to say that he probably has got this one in the bag. I'm just wondering, is it worth taking the mediums in the middle stint? get them out of the way, get the slower tyre out of the way.
Strategy change available.
Yes, Jeff, I know. So then we're coming into the pits this lap and we're taking on a set of mediums that we're going to try and take to lap 25. That's a tall ask, but it might be the only call to make for our strategy.
Ricardo has just turned into the pits. Ricardo in the pits.
Ricardo is pitted. We're doing the same thing this lap. So Raikkonen has got past, Verstappen has got past, and Vettel has long got past, so we've lost quite a lot of positions here. But we're still ahead of Rosberg, and Vettel's actually having a bit of a scrap into the first corner there. I can't see who that's with. Oh, that's with Verstappen, so he's got past Max Verstappen now. I'm sure Verstappen is probably going to look at having a look back at him though. All depends on the tyres. They've gone on super soft tyres. That is an interesting call there. I'm not quite sure what's inspired that level of thinking, but let's just go with it now. We're on lap 12.
Conditions still remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
Alonso then has made his pit stop. In a second, McLaren as Raikkonen takes the... Who's that that's pitted? Is that Verstappen? So Verstappen pit, that's interesting. So whatever strategy he's running, he's completely got that one wrong, hasn't he? Vettel is now P3 and he's miles in front of us. So I don't think we got any particular hope of catching him. Tell you what, this race is going to close the championship right up. This is the problem though, this is what I was saying, we just do not have any kind of real pace to challenge. Like some circuits the AI are faster than others obviously. Austin being one that they didn't seem particularly competitive at last time out, so just won that one pretty effortlessly. But here we are at Mexico and we're just a little bit off, so we're going to keep going because you never know what may happen. The safety car may get called. Or there may be a massive shunt. We're within 3 seconds of Vettel now, so let's try and keep that kind of pace going. Oh, we've gone right there. I'm not ruling out a safety car in this one. It has come out in Mexico before, and we're up to 10% on tyre wear.
Gap to first place is 12.5 seconds.
So 14 laps is going to be a high arse.
4.7 seconds.
Unless we do 2 medium stints, which may be our one option here. And do like a 12 and a 13 lap stint. I don't really want to do a third stop. So we seem to be matching Vettel right now, which is where we want to be, I guess.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.1 seconds.
We're about 3 seconds off of him. Alonso's having a great race up in 5th. He's going along nicely. He's coming under a little bit of pressure behind, but that's okay for now. He seems to be managing it. That was not a good second sector. So we're still over 2.5 seconds behind Vettel. The gap will probably go up to 3 seconds because we don't seem to be able to get the best run out of the sector. And how did I not get a corner cutting warning for that? But I called it 3 seconds. So we are sort of staying within Vettel's range, but we're not exactly attacking him at this point. Bit of a quiet one, this one. At this point we had a bit of drama at the start. But since then our qualifying pace that we had just has not emerged. We don't really seem to have the overall pace to manage these guys at this point. Oh, I do not like this sector. We're at 2.9 seconds to Vettel, so we are just, like I said, we're just sort of staying with him at the moment. The gap is a bit stagnant. Well, that was a shoddy first few corners, if I ever saw one. So we're at a bit of a quiet phase of the race right now. Oh, what was that? That was way too tight in there. Probably one of my least favourite corners on the game, that stadium section though. I'd love to sit in that stadium at some point. I'd actually, if I ever went to this race, I would be sat in that massive stadium section there. Okay, so our tyre wear is fairly stagnant at 5% a lap, so I think we could get 14 laps out of these tyres. And Vettel is slowing down! Our main championship rival then, Sebastian Vettel, has got a problem with his car, and that's going to make him easy pickings for us now. Depending on how much that problem is affecting him. At this point, it doesn't appear to be by all that much though. Oh, we're down to 2.2 seconds. So, we're closing up. but that should bring him right to us. And you can see that we have caught him because he's getting bigger on our screens. I'm not sure where he's being most effective though, whether it's corners or straight line speed. We're now 1.3 within him, so we caught him by just under a second and a half in 2 sectors alone. I think this is going to be the lap where we make the move in front of him, unless he pits, which he doesn't. That's a strange call. I just wonder how much straight line speed he's losing, because if it's straight line speed he's losing, he's going to be slim pickings for us here. Doesn't appear to be hampering his straight line speed. So it's more the aerodynamics that it's affecting in the corners. And by the looks of it, it's more braking than anything. So we should be able to get him within a few corners. Thinking where's the best place. I don't want to take too much of a risk and blow it all. Okay, what are we doing? What are we thinking? I know where I'm thinking. Oh, that was some bullying there, but what an overtake! What an overtake that was! That was forceful. And probably a little bit rude, but we are now through into P3. Vettel does not want to give up on that though, but he just doesn't have the car right now to fight us off with that problem. And we have taken P3 away from him, but he has now elected to pit to sort out his car issues. And we now continue on in third. Oh, what an overtake that was. I'll be looking forward to watching that back from the live stream. So right now we're in P3 then, and Vettel seems to be in trouble. He's probably going to try and take medium tyres to the end of the race at this point now. That'd be a big gamble. Meanwhile, now we are in P2 with Raikkonen, P3, sorry, with Raikkonen in P2, and Alonso is just starting to make himself a little bit known to us here. That's not very settling, no. That's really not very settling. I don't like how close Alonso's getting. I know he's not really one for playing the team game. Could have done with Vettel being out a little longer, just to hold him up that little bit more. So we're currently 16 seconds off Ricciardo. We're now in P3. Daniel Ricciardo, of course, had that heartbreaking problem for him, obviously, in Austin in the last 3 laps. Keep current. Although I am going to be going on to the soft tyres on lap 25, so splitting the difference a little bit here, but I'm just doing what is best for my race. So Alonso is beginning to catch us then on those slightly better tyres. And that is not what I want. That didn't factor into my race plans. I hope he pits soon so I don't have to deal with him. I'm interested to see what Vettel's done though. I don't know how much out of the equation his pit stop has put him, but that's going to have knocked him back a bit. So we're now within 9 seconds of Raikkonen, so we have fallen back a bit from him. We've got 15 laps to go. I think that's going to be Raikkonen. Yeah, that's Raikkonen in the pits then. So Raikkonen is in the pits. We move up to second. And Alonso moves up to third. He really is going along nicely at the moment. I'm a little bit worried that he's going to undercut us in the pits. He's actually going along that nicely. Right, so we are going to make it to lap 25, where we will take a second set of softs. And Rosberg now passing Alonso. So that's going to give me a bit of breathing space. But Rosberg is a factor in this race that I didn't think would be. So I just wonder if him and Alonso are going to have a little bit of a dance a little bit later on. So Bottas now has that dreaded car issue. I wonder what's going to happen here. No sign of a safety car yet. Ricciardo is now pitted to take on the medium tyres. We're in the lead. Our teammate is in the pits. We've now jumped Ricciardo, but he is a pit stop ahead of us, effectively. And now we've got a manner to navigate. So we've got 3 more laps on this tyre and then we're pitting. Admittedly, now would be a good time for the safety car. Right, so we're now coming up to lap Rio Haryanto. We've got all 22 cars still in this race. So Ricciardo is... Thank you, Jeff. It's not like I didn't already know that, but thanks anyway. And Haryanto should just get out of my way here. He does. And we go, oh no, he does. Oh my god, what is he doing? Tell you what he is doing, he's holding Ricciardo up nicely for us in this sector. Cheers, Haryanto. What the hell was that though? We'd already gone through and yet he just seemed to be hampering us here. Ricciardo's going to have a dose of DRS. And he is going to be all on us soon. I don't know if he's going to take a dive bomb up the inside. He's got the momentum for it, but he doesn't go for it. Interesting move there. Oh, if only I could take these tyres to the end. This would be an interesting scrap to the end of the race. 2 more laps till we pit though. I'm not really going to fight him too hard because we've still got another stop to make. Oh, I don't like this sector. I've said that a few times before today. And I think he is going to just have a look at me at the first corner. I'm not going to fight him too hard because it's not going to be necessary to our race, really. He's already got the momentum on me. Going up the inside. Oh, look at that slipstream though. I'm going to try and take the racing line on the left. And is he just backed out? He's backed out. I'm not quite sure what that thinking was. Rosberg set the fastest lap of the race. That's not... Considering he was the nearest person to me from behind, that's unsettling. So I'm going to want to try and get back past him if I can. Depending on what tyres he's on, he might have taken the super softs. If he has, he's an idiot. So we have done everything we needed to here. And now we are into the pits. Thought we were going to crash in the pits then. We're definitely charging in. So Raikkonen should regain second. And Rosberg will probably take third from us with that fastest lap.
Release.
Just wait and see him pop up on the screen. That'll be him there.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the
So Rosberg is going to do us. And he's on the stop. That. I'm pretty convinced he will need to stop again, but we're going to try and get him back. So we are now on the tyres. We're going to finish the race on. So it is game on now. It is game on for the podium. Alonso's on the medium tyres, so he's clearly going to the end. Rosberg, I'm not so sure. I'm not going for that overtake again.
Ricardo's out in front.
Have a look up the inside here though. Ross, oh, he's not being very friendly there, but Carlos Sainz is out of the race.
So I expect they fix whatever the problem was.
So that's going to be an engine failure for him, no doubt. I would take a look, but I'm busy racing Rosberg. No sign of a safety car to follow it. Rosberg's now coming right back at us for third. Oh, and that was brilliant driving by me there. Brilliant, precise and fair. And we are back into third place in this race. And there is going to be the stationary car of Carlos Sainz. And that's, okay, that's a very... I'm surprised they have not pulled a safety car to deal with that, given where he is. That's a little bit of a strange call. I'm not sure quite why they didn't feel the need to bring the safety car out as we go wide round there. So Sainz is out of the race. Rosberg, is he coming into pits? No, but he's a second and a half behind us, so he's not really any concern of ours. Alonso's having a fantastic day out there in that McLaren, as I have stated a few times before. I just wonder, with Raikkonen being on the medium tyres, is he going to be there for the taking? So who else is free stopping this race? I don't think Ricciardo or Raikkonen will be. I'll be very surprised if they are. But I wonder who else is. Right now for us, I think this is just a now, let's try and run this to the end and bring it home. We're going to lose 10 points to Ricciardo, which is going to put him, I think, 6 points within us. Vettel is going to lose points to us though, so I don't know where he is in relation to everything.
Gap to the car in front is 11.3 seconds.
Alright, let's turn up the heat for the last few laps. We now have some traffic to navigate. I'm not quite sure who that is. Low chance of rain apparently. Not quite sure why I particularly needed that update. I can tell there's not really much chance of rain just by looking at the sky. So at this point of the race, if things stand at, if I finish where I am now in P3, I'm not going to be too disappointed with that. I'm actually going to be quite pleased with that because, oh, I made a mistake there though. Oh, that's a horrible mistake. Oh my goodness me, that is a massive error there. That doesn't really put Rosberg right on us though, so that's alright, but what I'm thinking here is that if we manage to keep third, then I won't be too disappointed with that because, you know, first off, I feel like we've done everything we can and then some, given the machinery we have here. And second, it's been a consistent, well, I wouldn't say clean race, but it's been consistent, and to still be on the podium would be a good thing. And we've done a bit of damage limitation after the start we had, so it's not all bad. There's a mass amount of traffic that Ricardo is in now. I wonder how that's going to be affecting his race. Now we're on to Kvyat, and now admittedly I'm coming up to lap a bit of a battle here. Kvyat's got the blue flags, so surely at some point he's got to jump out of my way. The problem is I'm not really catching him that quickly. And in fact I think, is this going to be where he's getting out of the way? Come on mate, don't be silly. There we go, he's got out of the way. So Kvyat then jumping out of my way there. And next up we're going to lap Haryanto for 20th. Kvyat's actually on me. What? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Oh, I can't believe that. And then he just gets in my way. He just blocks me. No, I'm not having that. Get back. What is he playing at? Now I'm stuck behind Haryanto. I'm hoping after the next couple of corners he just kind of jumps out of the way, which he is not doing. Oh, what a weird spot to jump out of the way. But now they've held up Rosberg nicely. Cheers, guys. You guys are awesome. Some information on Bottas. It seems they fixed whatever the problem was. Back up to speed. So Bottas has fixed his car woes, and Rosberg is still stuck behind those guys, which has done me a bit of a favour. Let's knock it down to standard mix now. Let's bring it back. Let's dial it down a notch. I'm surprised he's still out, actually. I would have thought he'd make another pit stop. We've got a lot of other cars to lap. The gap to Raikkonen 11.6 seconds. We're still going along quite nicely here. We're down to 10.9, so Raikkonen obviously getting held up in that traffic. Part of me was hoping Ricciardo would lose a wing or something and put us up to second, but that's not happened. I'm not going to be salty though.
The gap to the leader is 16.4 seconds.
On the brakes. Hey Edward. Oh god, I was reading that comment at the worst point there. Rosberg just starting maybe to come back at us just a little bit. Welcome back, Edward. We're looking at finishing P3. Vettel had a problem with his car. That's quite costly to him at this stage of the championship. I don't know where he's going to finish. I will have to check the results at the end and let you know. Oh, come on, man. Our tyres are very nearly giving up. The leaders have got well and truly away from us now, so it's literally just down to these last couple of laps to just bring it home. Let's just get Rich Mix on again, so that we've got the straight line speed. Just giving us that extra bit of power to the end.
The gap behind us is 1.8 seconds.
The gap behind us is 1.8 seconds, so we're maintaining the gap to Rosberg behind us. I didn't actually hear any news to hear that Vettel's car issue had been fixed. Engine is looking a little worn. Cheers, Jeff. Cheers, McLaren. Nico really is closing the gap. Nah, it's been a bit stagnant for the last few laps, mate. I'm not alarmed. Nico's been closing up to me little by little every lap, but it's not been by that much. I think we can feel safe in the knowledge that we've got P3 here. As long as we don't do anything stupid, we should hold on to this. I'm just bringing it home. And Daniel Ricciardo then wins here in Mexico. Congratulations to him. That's going to bring him right up closer in the championship. We have done everything we physically could in this race. It's not been a perfect race, but we still take P3. I think after the start we had,
Top job, my friend, top job.
that is everything we could have done. I don't know whether Max retired from the race or not, mate. Hello, Justin. Thanks for joining the stream.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory.
And that was all we could have done there.
Just what set them apart from the competition here?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for four. And now let's take a
So let's have a look at the results then. Vettel got 6th in the end, so he's still not going to lose that many points in relation to me. So he's also done a bit of good damage limitation there, but Ricciardo has taken the win. Verstappen got 7th after he took me out, so
Red Bull move to the top of the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
So right now, we're going to have a look at the championship, and it is 6 points to Ricciardo, 16 to Vettel. So a little bit of a reversal, but we are still clinging to that lead. We are still clinging on to it for dear life. And now we are heading to the next race in Sao Paulo. So there are 2 races to go. All of them will be on this live stream today that you are watching right now. So do stay tuned to see the conclusion. We've done 1 race and we've got a nice amount of resource points for it. So let's go. We haven't got enough resource points for another upgrade, but let's go to the next race. You're actually going to see what race settings I use now. Let's turn off that because I don't need that for Sao Paulo. Tyre allocation. I always go for harder because I'm quite hard on the tyres. What is going on in the chat? Here we go then. Please don't say that Mercedes or Ferrari have taken another... Red Bull or Ferrari have taken an upgrade. So, there we go then. That is confirmation. Raikkonen is now officially out of the championship. So with 2 races to go. It is a 3-horse race for the title. And if I win this race and Ricciardo fails to finish in the point, hang on, let's work this out. If I win this race and Ricciardo finishes any lower than 7th, I've got the title. If I win the race, and Vettel obviously will need to finish lower than 5th. So that's a tall ask there. But if any of those happen, if Vettel finishes lower than 4th and Ricciardo finishes lower than 7th and I win, the title is mine. Wishful thinking, I know, but anything can happen. Either way, they can't take the championship from me today, and even if I DNF, it goes to the last race. So here we go then. I can take this championship in this race, but it's a tall order.
Sao Paulo, Brazil.
But first, before any of that, it's time to go back to the track acclimatisation that we all know and love. Now what I'm hoping here is to have another good solid race with minimal drama. That's what's required at the moment. Minimal drama and just a good solid race. That is what is required from this one. We're at the penultimate race now. Both this and the final race will be on this live stream exclusively, so be sure to stick around. I will say we do have a power disadvantage. We are currently 5th on the R&D thing, so it's pretty incredible that we're holding on to this lead. So we've been clinging to it on and off all season, doing what we need to keep it. But now is when it matters. Oh, what was that line through there? Oh, okay. I'm going to need to do another lap to get the purple score on that. And I really would like... Oh my god, what is that driving? It's okay though, these are the laps where you get used to the circuit. I'll read some more of the comments in a minute.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
So that run through there was a bit shaky. I'm going to hit pause to read the comments. Well, Joju sucked, that's what he'll do. Now just remember that I've had the time of my life. What level is the AI? Oh, it's on Master. Joe, why you know, say hi. Hi Nick. I'm not going to ban them, it's okay. It's okay, Nick's cool. He's generally in the either in the comments or in the chat. Nick's cool, it's fine, don't worry. It's just banter. Like, Nick is cool, don't worry about him. We have a very strange relationship and he's cool. I would have banned him otherwise. So don't worry about him, bro. Right. Oh, come on, car. That around there. Right, here we go. And that is the purple score that we want. That is what we want. We just game together. Yeah, we do game together. It's all cool. 15 watching. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to all of you, hit that like button as we go into our qualifying pace run. I generally go quite well around this circuit, so I'm hoping that we can do just that and have a good competitive race. Oh, actually I nailed that. Why am I going, oh, I nailed that perfectly. I don't care what the Delta says, fuck you, I nailed that. Next race will be in about an hour, bro. The final race will be in about an hour. I'll catch you up if needs be. Well, you'll probably hear me ranting about it or whatever happens. This lap is really not looking good, by the way. We're struggling to get the green score here. We're back on it though. How are we losing time there? I think we're just going to lose out on this lap. Oh.
We're down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
I don't think we're going to hit the green time. I don't. Oh. Well, that's a way to do it. Let's give it another go. This race will start in about 20 minutes. The last race will start in about an hour and a bit maybe, if we get through this one cleanly. I'm not holding any hope. And that's a better line down there. That's a much better line. Oh, shit. Oh, that's so wide. I don't quite have the grip of these tyres anymore. Oh my god, what is that racing, that line I'm taking? You know what, I'll settle for that. Right, return to garage. 17 watching currently. That number has been fluctuating so quite often.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 12.9.
Right, so that will have to do. Let's advance to qualifying with those resource points.
Look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. Raikkonen.
I wonder what the forecast is for the rest of the weekend. Ewan's just been playing Killing Floor on Suicide. Mate, that sounds mental. I struggle on normal difficulty, let alone that hard. Okay, we've got a nice amount of resource points there. So let's go into qualifying.
Welcome to qualifying here in Interlagos.
Ooh.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
What's the forecast for that? Oh, that's going to make things interesting. Why didn't you do the tyre management? Bro, because every time I attempt to, it just fails on me. So I generally don't bother. Right. So that's the race forecast. Qualifying is dry. So I don't really feel particularly fussed on what tyres I'm using. So let's try and get a competitive qualifying under our belt here. Because given that it's going to be a wet race, it kind of opens things up a bit. I always generally expect the unexpected on this game. Oh, what is that line I keep taking around there? That is 3 times I've done that. Oh, that's not a good block line either. To be honest, I'm just using this lap to get me out of Q1 though, so I think this should do it. Although I'm not so sure with that driving. I think I may need to go around again after that. What have we done here?
You're in P6. That lap puts you into P6.
I actually think that is enough to get us through. So let's return to the garage. Yeah, that's going to be comfortably enough to get us through. Q2 will be a challenge. But we didn't exactly nail that lap, so... But... Alright then, here we go. Let's have a nice clean lap. Hopefully this time without all the drifting shenanigans. I've got a nice clear bit of circuit here. Oh, yellow flags. Who's gone out there? Vettel then currently fastest. Vettel is not my immediate... Someone's actually going very, very slowly round there. I wonder if they'll get to the pits before I get to them. I'm a little careful round there. So far so good with this lap. Now the last two races of last season, of course, everything went wrong and I didn't score a solitary point. We can't afford to do something like that this time round. So I'm going to be avoiding risks wherever I can. There's a bit of bodywork there, so someone's obviously lost something quite significant. Oh, we were about a tenth off of Vettel. This should put us through into Q3. Comfortably so, I'd imagine. If we can target maybe the third row at worst. Then we're doing well. Yeah, that's going to put us nicely through. I keep looking for who didn't make it. In for the overall win. I'm going to do what I can. It's going to be a very tricky thing to pull off, but if I can do it... Oh, I'm not liking the look of those clouds, so I'm getting out there now. Here we go then, Q3. In the top 10, which is what I could ask for at this stage. Oof, that is a beastly lap by Ricciardo though. I have no idea how I'm going to match that. Again, that's a little careful around there. Not really. Oh, that was not too good around there. Oh, that's wide there. That's going to cost us a bit, but let's salvage what we can. This has been a scrappy lap. Do I go round again? I'll give it another try after this. Give it another go. I'm starting on wets anyway. Yeah, like a P8, I want to give it another lap. Oh, bollocks. So already we're a little bit up on our previous time. Light rain's coming, but I'm not bothered. So that moves us up to P5 then. And that is a little bit more of a reasonable time. So we have moved up a few positions there with that lap. Again, we're not exactly right at the front, but given the car we got, I feel like that's the best I could have done.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
And we're sixth, so Rosberger's parked himself inconveniently in the way. Vettel's only got fifth, Ricciardo's got pole. Tense times now because we're going into the race. Okay then, let's do it. Look at that level of rain we got. Right, what have we got for the forecast? Okay. Let's do it. So, 2 races to go. What can we do here? It is raining like mad. Lights out and away we go in Brazil for the penultimate race. Vettel's got a bit of a sluggish getaway. I'm staying left because suddenly our second phase of the start. And what can we do? We've got Rosberg. Oh, Verstappen, get out of the way! Oh God, what's happening here? Oh, big yellow flags! Big yellow flags! Something's gone on behind me. I can't see what, but we are now up into P3. And the safety car. Oh, Ricciardo, what was that? Oh, my God. Okay, I think at this stage, because the safety car is out, I guess one thing I could try and do is try and hold on until the light rain comes, because otherwise I'm just going to lose a lot of time making the stop and a lot of positions. So I think my best bet now is to stay out until the light rain comes. Verstappen is going so slowly. Then change our wing then. That's really thrown us out of the equation here if we pit. That's the thing. but this is a downforce track. Yeah, but I don't think it will affect me too much in the wet. That's the other thing. And I will just lose ridiculous amounts of time pitting now than if I would staying out. The light rain I don't think is that far away. So if I just bear with it for a few laps, I can change it then and try and salvage what I can later.
Considering switching to an alternate strategy, do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Keep current.
Okay, copy that.
I feel happy enough to continue with the damage I have. Hey Edward, welcome back. You've not missed much. There was an incident at the first corner. The safety car was brought out and Ricciardo, both Red Bulls, jammed on the brakes very, very suddenly. And I had nowhere to go but straight into them. So I've got wing damage, but for now I'm electing to stay out because it's not worth the time I'll lose pitting. Besides, I'm feeling a bit cheeky and having a go at Ricciardo up the... What is he doing?! Actually, you have to pit. I really don't. The light rain is coming soon. If the safety... this is your chance. It's not really ready for inters though, is it? That's the thing. I mean, I suppose if I pit in now, then I've got a lot of work to do to move my way back up through the field. But if I stay out now and try and manage this as best as I can, because the other thing is I don't really want to be needlessly navigating the field if there's another shunt. Light rain in 5 minutes time. Okay, that's made my decision for me. I'm staying out because I think I can hold on to this. Yeah, other people are saying don't pit. I feel like that is the strategy to make with the light rain coming in 5 minutes and just try and hold on to it. We've still got another lap under the safety car, I'm pretty sure. So I'll pit then, change my wing then. I'm still going to have a lot to do either way because I'm going to lose a handful of time in the pits. But it's a crucial race in the championship and it's... What is he doing? And it's a crucial race and I don't want to be having to take unnecessary risks overtaking the entire field. So that's what I've come to with that one. Here we go then. The safety car will be in this lap and I'm pretty sure within a few laps we will be on intermediate tyres and I'm just going to have to gun it really. Oh my god, he's brake testing me again. I'm pretty sure this won't be the only safety car we see here. Brazil tends to throw up a bit of a funny race whenever we do it. I can already feel the lack of downforce, but it's just going to be a matter of trying to just hold off. I mean, at worst, I'm probably going to be looking at just being outside for points, with a lot of work to do anyway, but it's a lesser of two evils thing, really.
Safety car in mid.
Safety car is in this lap then, so we are going to be racing very, very soon. Just backing the field up a bit. I think I've overdone it there. Oh, here we go. I've backed them up too much. Oh, fancying this look at Ricardo. Oh, I broke way too late. I've broken way too late there. And I've taken Verstappen out of the race. Ricardo's gone off. I've completely wiped out Max Verstappen. That's revenge for Mexico, bitch. Now we're back on Daniel Ricciardo. That was some shameful driving out the inside of him, and we're taking the lead in Brazil. Wow, that was shocking. That was absolutely shocking. We are in the lead here, which is where we want to be. Ricciardo's trying to nip up my inside. No such luck there. I just completely wiped Verstappen out there. That was rude. Poor Verstappen, well, he did take me out in Mexico, mate. I've got no sympathy for him there. I'm lucky I'm still in the race after that. Meanwhile, we resume the lead somehow. But obviously we've got to pit and take on a new front wing. Weather report. That's not really what I asked for though, is it? Oh, we're on the grass there. Ricciardo's going to come right at me here. I need to figure out when I need to brake. I think that'll do it. Oh, I've done it again. I've gone completely off there. Where is he? Where is he? That's the crucial thing. There he is. Oh, he's hit me. Oh! Losing positions massively here. Oh my god, this is just asking for tip. Oh my god! Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, there's a... Oh. Wow. There's a lot of collisions in this race already. Lap 6, and there is drama. Yes, confirmed change, please. Get me off these tyres and get me a better front wing. Round the outside of Rosberg. Racing him hard for second as if my life depended on it. Oh, this has been eventful. We're only 6 laps in. Verline's slowing down, so he's got a car problem. Oh, the drama in this race, and we're only 6 laps in. So much has already happened, and so much is going to. I don't want to take anyone out there, so Rosberg is in, a lot of cars are in, we're going to lose quite a few positions here, changing the front wing, so it's a race where we have got it all to do. Off goes the old front wing, on goes the new one. How much longer do they want to take with that? Come on, guys! Okay, so we've lost quite a few positions here, so now it's all to do. That one disliker is probably Max Verstappen. I did royally take him out. And now we are back racing here at Sao Paulo. But we've got a lot of work to do after having our front wing changed. Massa is in front of us now. Ooh, still drifting wide. I wonder how long we're going to be on intermediates for as I drift around the corner. So rain is stopping in about 15 minutes, so this stint should take us. Right now, Massa is holding me up, and I'm not interested in being held up by Massa. What a move around the outside there. No nonsense at all, just straight up clean overtaking there. What a move. And now we are catching up to Sebastian Vettel, one of our championship rivals, and he is being trussed up a little bit for us here. Oh my god, that is so wide. But now we're out the corner. That is not looking very friendly just ahead of me. If anything, that is looking quite an exciting battle. Verline is in 5th. How is Verline that right there? Oh my god, there's going to be cars coming out right into the path of this. This is not good. This is going to end in tears. Hulkenberg is coming out just in front of us. He don't pull out. What is he doing? Okay, where is Hulkenberg? He's still on our left. No, he's not, because he's given in. He's given the position back. Verline now somehow in 5th. What has happened in this race that has put Pascal Verline in 5th place? We're going around his outside. And again, another move around the outside. Verline sticking to it. Oh, we've tagged him. We've tagged Verline. He's gone round. He almost went round there. Where is Alonso? Mate, I've got no idea. But right now, we're up with Vettel and Rosberg. So we're in P5. So we haven't lost out as badly as I feared we might have. But we're still with quite a bit of work to do here. But I got the determination to pull off. Ricciardo sets the fastest lap of the race. We're trying to not lose the car around the fastest part of the circuit.
So we go to our teammate is 10.6 seconds.
And I just wonder where we could have been if not for that. The dislike has gone, lol. That's cool. Right, fastest first sector. Let's get after Rosberg and Vettel then. Let's do what we can in this race. There's a long way to go. Oh, no, I'm backing out. I'm getting out of the throttle there. I do not want to risk losing the car. I'd rather worry about how I pass these guys later than lose the car there. Lap 9 and out of 36. We are currently in 5th, chasing down Rosberg and Vettel, who are having a little scrap. We're not really losing time from them, but we're not particularly gaining on them. So we do kind of need to try and step it up just a little bit. Ricciardo sets another fastest lap of the race. So Ricciardo is going for it completely. Vettel has now set a fastest lap of the race, and he has got very close to Rosberg. I anticipate a battle between these two quite soon. Just following these two at the moment. Well, they're starting to pull away from me a bit now. Let's try and catch up a bit. I think my best bet is just to wait it out until Vettel tries to have a go at Rosberg, and then we can try and capitalise on Rosberg. I don't think we've quite got the pace to really challenge both of them. Having said that, in that sector we've just caught right up to them. So, just keep pushing. It's all a bit calm at the front. Ricciardo's just romping away with it. Hey Edwards, welcome back. And there goes, is Vettel going to have a look at Rosberg there? Yes, he is. That should be the move done. But Rosberg will have the inside for the next part. And he is challenging Vettel on it. Oh my god, these two are alongside. Right, I'm going to get clever here. Nip past Rosberg. And then Vettel, I'm going to try and get under braking. It all depends on if I've boxed Rosberg in a little bit here. And diving up the inside of Vettel. And that was a move well done there. And Rosberg has gone straight back past Vettel. So we've got that move done. Lewis Hamilton is next in second. He's having a great afternoon out there. Up in P2. It's all going well for Hamilton. But I'll say that, it'll come up with Hamilton is out of the race. Where is Ricciardo? Ricciardo is leading at the moment. Verstappen led early on, but I kind of tried a silly dive bomb and, well, I wiped him out of the race, long story short. And Rosberg is holding on to minor front wing damage. Is it hurting it? Well, I ask, is it hurting him? He's lost 2.6 seconds to me. On this lap alone, I am within what I think is 8 seconds to Hamilton. So, like I said, I've lost a bit of time. I'm about 13 odd seconds behind Ricciardo with some serious racing to do. Jeff, why are you offering me an alternative strategy here? I don't want an alternative strategy. Vettel's got the move done on Rosberg. Oh, well, I wouldn't say it's quite as black and white as that. Vettel and Rosberg really having it out in the front, and that's got my lead to Rosberg, Vettel even up a bit. But I'm not really focused on him. My next focus is Hamilton. And Rosberg's got another car to be dealing with. I don't know where my teammate is, unfortunately. I couldn't tell you that one. Ricciardo has won the championship. I'm not saying anything yet. He's definitely looking very good for it. But, you know, I'm still going to push on. Still going to keep going for it. You never know. Joe, will you get F1 2017? Yes, I will. I will be getting F1 2017. In fact, after what I've seen of it, I'm really looking forward to it. And it sounds like it has a better career mode as well, an improved and more realistic and extensive career mode, so I'll be looking forward to playing through that. I'll be looking forward to driving the classic cars the game has to offer. Okay, so you tell me that you're considering an alternative strategy, and then you tell me that we're going to be running on a dry track soon. So why are you offering me an alternative strategy when I can stay out on the tyres I'm on, lap as competitive? Oh, you know what, Jeff? You know what? Just lay off the vodka, mate. Lay off it. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how the failed upgrades thing goes, as you were talking about, Justin, because other teams will obviously get that as well. So when teams upgrade, it isn't automatically the end of the world because the upgrade can fail. It's looking a little bit more realistic. Meanwhile, I've caught Hamilton by a couple of attempts, so my pace at the moment, I'm just trying to keep consistent. And it does look like we will be running on a drier track soon. Why are you expecting me in 2 laps for intermediates? Jeff, are you drunk? Are you actually drunk? Please tell me that you are either drunk or you've just lost your mind. The hell is he thinking with that one? Oh my God, some of these strategies I get recommended, they would just never work. Whatever he's been smoking, I want some. Because if he's thinking of that as a viable strategy, it must be good shit. We're now 7.5 seconds within Hamilton, so we're bringing the gap down slowly, but I think when it gets back to dry, we're not going to quite be on that level of pace, so I don't know, we've just got to keep going here, I think. I think the best thing we can do here is keep going. 7.6 seconds Hamilton, ooh, that's a bit wide. We go away with that. Oh, God, the drift.
The track is drying, but it's going to take a while to clear standing water off the line.
Oh!
Stop thinking about slicks just yet.
Oh, that was oh, God. The car is fighting me up everywhere. Go, Joe, good luck, bro. Thank you very much, mate. Now on lap 16 of 36. Long way to go in this race yet.
Estimating for Hamilton's tyres, we're expecting him to come into the pits within the next 5 laps.
Hamilton will be pitting for tyres in 5 laps. Well, of course he will be, because they will be pitting for fucking dries. Just...
They're speeding up again, so I expect they fix whatever the problem was.
God, you don't have to go on, Jeff.
Ricardo's the race leader.
I know Ricciardo's the race leader. I have been watching the race, you know. Well, I haven't really been watching it, but I've been driving it. But I know he's the race leader.
Our gap to first place is 13.4 seconds.
So he just made a good point there by setting a PB. Driving the wheels off the car now. We've got 19 laps to, no, 20 laps to go. Vettel is just slowly catching me at this point, but I'm not overly worried about that. I'm not liking how much the car is stepping out round there, but that's another story.
Looks like some of those wheels are clearing. Still the right time for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Yeah, Jeff, how about you just tell me when we are at slick conditions, rather than talking me through step by step all the other stages? I feel like that might be more beneficial to my race, don't you think? Lean that inside line. Ooh, sideways. So I've got a bit of a tough call here to make, because I think next lap will probably be the lap. And I'm going to try and, I think I might be best going for 2 medium stints. Unless the track, we don't pit in the next couple of laps. Because if it was like this, with like more like 15, 16 laps to go, I would try to get the hard tyre to the end. But from here, I know for a fact it won't. So I'm not going to take a needless risk. All depends. Teammate is in the pit.
tyres come into the pits.
What tyres is he going for then? More to the point, how far back is he? And more to the point as well, Vettel, will you piss off? Oh, my tyres are looking a little worn. I didn't actually realise quite how worn they were. Right, next lap then.
Is 6.5 seconds.
Still not ready to pit for those slicks.
We think there's a viable strategy
Oh, hello.
change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try a new one?
Oh, shit! Way to give me that notification late.
Copy that.
Oh, well, you've changed my strategy for me anyway. But yeah, way to give me that one late. Pull that at the last minute. Right, 2 medium runs it is then, because the hards won't go to the end of the race. That would just be silly. Vettel's called that. He's going to the hard. He's gone on to the hards. So he obviously feels like the hards might do it. I don't think they will for me. So I'm going to go for 2 mediums.
Considering switching to a ultimate strategy, do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Confirm change.
Copy.
And then I can just hope for a safety car, which will help. Teammate is in the pits again, so he's having a disaster day. Hamilton's not that far away from me now. Yeah, this is the lap. Fucking hell, that front right is a bit hot.
Just fitted the hard tyres. Car behind, running hards. Don't forget, pit in this lap.
Right, so we're now in for medium tyres. We're going to do 2 yeah, Hamilton's had the same idea there. So, I think the hards would just be suicide at this point. And 17 laps to go. But why are you... Oh my god, mechanics, really? There's Vettel, so Vettel's going to have me... Is that Vettel? Yeah, that is Vettel. Yeah, Vettel's had me then. So, but he's on the hard tyres, most are on the medium, so Vettel's making an attempt to go to the end. And we should have a little bit of an advantage on him from now. The track is still a little bit damp. Oh! Was the last lap the lap to pit, I wonder? I think it might have been. Ricciardo's still holding on to that lead then. I don't know what tyres he's gone for. There's Vettel then, he's 2.4 ahead of us. So I wonder what Ricciardo's doing in relation to everyone around him. Vettel sets the fastest lap in the race. And on the hard tyres, he is pulling away from me. So right now we don't have too much of an answer for him. So I think it's time. What fuel level have we got? 3.06 laps. So top fastest first sector though, and we've caught him by a tenth. Come out a bit wide there. Ericsson sets the fastest lap. It's not very common you see that up there. Raikkonen now has the fastest lap. So let's now hit up the rich mix. Let's turn up the heat a little. Ricciardo sets the fastest lap of the race. Vettel, I'm pretty sure, is going to bang out another fastest lap. Now Hamilton's nailed out a fastest lap. Vettel goes even quicker. And then we go even quicker than that. Synchronised fast laps by the front four, everybody. So Vettel is very quick on those hard tyres. Oh, wide again. Raikkonen sets the fastest lap. No, Perez sets the fastest lap. Magnussen's got a car issue. Alonso sets the fastest lap. Ricciardo sets the fastest lap. Hamilton fastest lap again. Vettel does not, but we then do.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Am I looking for any chat mods soon? Possibly, man, possibly. I'll let you know if I need any. You'd be one of the first that I ask. You're always here. You're regularly tuning in. What the hell is that line round there? Right, I'm not exactly catching Vettel anymore. Right, I think in 4 laps time I'm going to make another stop for another set of mediums. And try and maybe get an undercut or two. Vettel is flying out there though. And unfortunately there isn't a lot we can do about him at the moment. Again, we just do not have the car to do it. Let's knock it down the stand for now and just try and have a smooth few laps and see where we go from there. Tell you what would be a good thing right now, and that'd be a safety car. Okay, so I turn the fuel down and suddenly I get a purple middle sector. What's all that about?
Just put in a new fastest lap.
Right now, Raikkonen then is the driver that's really on it. Meanwhile, Vettel looks like he's catching up to a couple of cars. That might help us out a little bit, depending on where he catches them. Oh! That drift out of there. I thought we were done for then, I really did. That's Magnussen he must be catching, who's got the car issues, and we've lost a lot of time in that drift. Ricciardo's on the hard, so he's going to the end. Vettel sets the fastest lap of the race while I'm busy drifting and cutting the grass. And we've lost a lot of time to him. Now he's just dispatched Magnussen. I think the DRS must have helped with that time. And is there a yellow flag? I don't know. I thought I saw a yellow flag there. Right, lap 26. After this lap, there'll be 10 to go, and on the next lap, I'm pitting in for another set of the medium tyres, which I will be taking to the end. Raikkonen does another fastest lap. He is flying out there at the moment. There's a reason he's known as the Flying Finn, huh? And as I predicted, that is Magnussen then with his car woes just in front of me. I don't know, Jeff, you tell me, what's the best plan? Confirm change. So we're looking at pitting, well, it says lap 28, but I'm going to bring it in this lap. I'm pretty sure these will get 9 tyres. 9 tyres? 9 laps out of them. Magnussen just stays the heck out of my way there. So I might just leave it till the next lap. I don't know, I'm deciding here. These will get 9 laps out of them, no question. I'm just trying to remember what lap I pitted for them now. Yeah, these will get 9.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.7 seconds.
Right, I am diving into the pits this lap.
Okay, some information on Magnussen. It seems they fixed one of the problems. Coming back up to speed.
Right, Magnussen has fixed the problem. I'm making my last pit stop. Dropping down to 6, but I'm pretty sure I'll regain a couple of positions when the other medium guys pit.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Come on, let's have a safety car. Throw me a bone for once, game. Okay, we're now back out onto the circuit on a fresh set of tyres. Let's get to the end of the race. Oh god, that's drifting out there. Teammate is in the pits. Right, so people are pitting this lap. Right, let's just blast it to the end now. We're ahead of the other two who pitted, and now we're back behind Vettel. So if we stay consistent here, we're probably looking at a 4th place finish. Can't complain too much really after losing my wing at the start. But this is going to put Ricciardo in the lead of the championship quite comfortably, unless he has a DNF. I'm trying to work out. It'll be in the lead by 7 points, so that sets him up to win in Abu Dhabi. Vettel will be a little behind me still, so still a 3-horse race going into Abu Dhabi. But I feel like Ricciardo at the moment has the momentum. unless he has some kind of car failure. In which case that puts me right back into the thick of things. The car behind is boxed for the mediums. That's Rosberg. I've just set a fastest lap of the race. That makes a point, doesn't it? I wonder if Hamilton was on the medium tyre as well, so I'm pretty sure he will be pitting imminently.
Gap to car in front is 22.2 seconds.
They're catching Vettel little by little. Rosberg's a few seconds behind us, but I don't think we're going to be able to necessarily catch Vettel. So really the only thing that will help us catch Vettel is if he has a car blow up or something. Ricciardo's leading the race comfortably at this point.
Ricciardo's leading the race.
In fact, the game has thought to remind me of this. I know he's leading the race. He hasn't been out of the bloody lead, Jeff. Vettel's pitted for the soft tyres. So they're obviously all pitting again. That's interesting.
The gap to teammate is 53.4 seconds.
I could have won the championship this round, but I'm behind both my championship rivals at this point, and I don't quite have the pace to catch both of them, especially now Vettel's on the softs. He's just going to blitz it round. Right, so I wonder if Ricciardo's pitted and done the same thing. There's a fascinating thought if there ever was one. It's still going to be quite close. No, Ricciardo stayed out. That is interesting. I don't think you can really guess what anyone is doing in this one now. Ricciardo get a puncture, please. He could. He stayed out on the hard tyres for all this time, so it could happen, yeah.
It is 6.2 seconds.
Oh, I've got 6.2 to Vettel, but he's on the softs. Catching him is going to be like trying to catch the Flash. It just isn't going to happen. It's still going to be quite close going into Abu Dhabi. So it's kind of going to be an all-to-play for event, really. But if we stay fourth, we're going to be... I think it's going to be 7 points behind Ricciardo going into the last race. I don't know where Vettel's factored in yet, because I've forgotten where he is. He's 16 behind me, so I think I'll have to see the end standings after the race to even come close to working that out. Vettel's flying, so is Hamilton, and they're very close together. If they take each other out, that'll mean that me and Ricciardo are at a draw going into the final. I'm actually hoping that Hamilton and Vettel have a big collision in front of me. Is it on Master? Yes, it is on Master, mate. It is on Master. That is the difficulty I race on. We're looking pretty safe to maintain fourth, because Rosberg is about a mile down the road. Vettel and Hamilton are very close. In fact, I think that's both of them behind a back marker. We're just trying to keep smooth till the end now, because fourth is still a good finish. We had a bit of drama at the beginning of the race where we lost our front wing on the back of Ricciardo when the safety car was called out. So we got caught out there. And that has had an impact on our race since then, but we're running 4th. I kind of wiped out Verstappen as well, which was poor show by me really, but that's racing.
Is 10.1 seconds.
Ah, that's a lock up there. Now we're approaching Kevin Magnussen. So it's kind of been just a bit of a calmer race here as he just gets nicely out of the way. I'll read the rest of the comments at the end of the race. So anyone who comments in the last couple of laps, I will read at the end of the race. Magnussen, what are you fucking doing? I don't think so.
We shouldn't see them anyway, but if a storm front does appear, we'll let you know.
So Hamilton's down to 3rd, so Vettel's moved up to 2nd. That makes things better for him in the championship. I tell you what, it is going to be very close going into Abu Dhabi. We've got 2 laps to go, and Magnussen is not getting off my rear. I wish he would, but he's not. I think we've dropped him a bit now. So Hamilton's in 3rd. That means Ricciardo and Vettel. Yeah, Ricciardo pitted in the end. He probably had to pit for those soft tyres. I can't say I blame him. One saving grace I could have is if Vettel then went out and won the race. Because then I would still be drawn at the top of the standings. But that's a bit of a tall ask at this point. We're 9 seconds behind Hamilton, so it's a bit of a tall order to pass him. He's also on softs, that's interesting. There's some fascinating strategies coming out towards the end of this one. We're going to hold on for 4. We've got Rosberg miles behind us. We're kind of the meat in the Mercedes sandwich. Nice racing. Cheers, man. I was able to just glance at your comment there. I'll read through all of them at the end of this race, which is coming very soon. Daniel Ricciardo then takes the win, and with that, the championship lead. Vettel should get 2nd. Hamilton will finish 3rd, and we've got 4th. Not too bad. Again, given the car we got.
He stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
So here come our winning drivers.
So let's have a look at the results then. Ricciardo, Vettel, Hamilton and myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rosberg, Hulkenberg, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Ericsson and Perez make up the top 10. How are the points?
Look at where Roman Grosjean finished compared
So
to
there's
where he
7
started.
points in it between me and
strong
Ricciardo,
performance, so driver of the day
17
has
with
to go to him,
Vettel.
I
So
think.
going into the last race, there are 3 drivers that could still win it. Anything can happen yet. Right, give me 1 second. I am AFK just for a minute. Okay, guys, I'm back. Use the resource points now. I miss Rosberg. Nice racing. I'm a racing master as well. Cool. I want Rosberg to come back to F1. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'm caught up with the comments now. Yep, I'm going to use my resource points now. I don't know what I can get upgrade-wise. Come on, be kind to me here. But just to show you guys how far of a bit of a disadvantage I've been, look at that. That is where I'm at. And that is really the only upgrade I can get. We'll take it though. So let's go into the next weekend then. Here we go. Abu Dhabi, here we come. Tyre allocation is always harder. Alright, let's do it. It's going to be very close then coming into this race.
Hi, how are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at
So the improved package has arrived. Here we go then. I wonder who else has brought upgrades. This is the final race then. Still with 3 of us, in with a shout of being champion. Ricciardo definitely the firm favourite at the moment with 7 points of an advantage. And we're the only one that's really bought an upgrade. And we've moved up to 4th, right behind Mercedes. This is going to be tough to take the championship. And I think really we need to hope for a bit of a disaster on the Ricciardo front. And I think what we're going to do here is skip the... I think we're going to skip the practice session here and just go straight into qualifying.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves.
Right, here we go then. Good luck, man. Cheers, dude. Let's hope for a good qualifying session then. As what's the weather? Well, it's obviously dry. Abu Dhabi, like, because obviously it rains there, doesn't it? We've had what? Grand Prix there since 2009, and there hasn't been rain on one of them.
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily, so try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Right, enough raving. Let's just get a lap done. So it is myself v Ricciardo v Vettel for the title, with Ricciardo being the favourite. You never know, a race like this, you just never know. And this one, on this game, this race is known to throw up a bit of a funny one. And quite often on this game, more often than not, there have been some crazy races around here. So let's just get to it, shall we? Here we go. Now the one thing I hope not to do is start on the ultra soft tyres, because this track just eats those up for dinner. Oh! Hitting that bump quite hard, aren't we? Getting out of Q1 shouldn't be too much of a problem. The only other thing with this circuit is you don't want to be hitting them curbs. Those curbs are a bitch. And they just send you flying everywhere. Whoa, Ricciardo's flying out there. I don't think we can come anywhere near that time. Bloody hell, look at that, 1 minute 40.
Moved into P6 for that last lap.
Okay, so we should be through, but that is staggering by Ricciardo there. That's just taken a royal shit on my time. That is fast. If I finish first, Ricciardo needs to finish third. At this point, even finishing third might be a task. Look at that. Only Q1 though. I strongly suspect that at some point during this race meeting, or during the race itself, then the safety car will come out. If you win and finish second, the points will be equal. I think I've got more wins than him though. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to try and get through on the super soft tyres. Because ideally that would be the tyre I go through on to start the race on. I don't really want to start on the ultra softs. Like I said, this circuit just eats them up for breakfast. But if I necessarily have to, then I will. Although I've probably left it to the point where I wouldn't have the time to do the 2 runs, so it's all down to this one really. Verstappen is quickest so far on the ultra softs. Actually a fairly clear track at the moment, so let's try and do what we can. Oh, the braking of that. Oh dear. That's not the right way to go around there. I'm keeping my foot in that. Why the hell am I taking my foot off the power? Oh. Oh dear. This is not a good lap at all. Exceeding track limits there? What? That's exceeding track limits? Oh. So this has been a fairly bad first sector. Oh my god. This lap gets me anywhere near through to the top 10. I'll be very surprised. No, it doesn't. And I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do one. That is a disaster. What time have we got left?
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed.
No, we're not going to get round. That is a disaster of a qualifying session. Yeah, I do use assists. I use traction control and automatic gearbox. That is a disaster of a qualifying session there. I'll probably look at setups for the next season, mate. So I'm going to do a third season on here. But that is a disaster of a qualifying session. That was really not what we needed there. Pad, mate. And after everything, that was a bad qualifying. We needed to do better there, and we didn't. But you don't win points for qualifying. It all comes down to this. The race. And we're at the last one now. Right,
that,
what
then,
can we do
let's
from
run
here?
through the grid order. Lewis Hamilton lines up on...
And on the plus side, though, we've got a free choice of tyre to start on. So I'm going to start on the softs. Go for the hardest tyre to start on and try and do some damage limitation. So for the final race then, can we take the championship or not? It is lights out and away we go for the last time. And a few guys in front of us really not getting off the line that well at all here. Heading into the first corner, it's all bunching up. Oh, there's contact between me and a Force India. I don't know where that Force India is. I'm staying left. Oh, we've had to cut. Oh my goodness me, that was bad around there. Okay, we're up to 11th already, and there has been a big shunt behind us. Hulkenberg is out of the race. I'm calling that'll be a safety car. I think we might have nudged Hulkenberg there. I'll be surprised if that's not a safety car. I think they're just going to leave that one go. Right, up to 11th then, so we've made up 3 places already. We've got 28 lap race in front of us. Oh my god, that is not looking very good in front. Oh, we've got steaming in there. I think that's going to... Oh god, that curve. That's the curve I was warning everyone about. Alonso's right up my rear. They're 3 abreast there. They're 4 abreast. What is going on in that corner? Surely that's going to end in tears. We've hit a bad curb again. Right, that's Grosjean dealt with. Ericsson as well. Okay, that's Ericsson also dealt with, so we're up to 9th. What a mad first lap that was. Now we've got Rosberg and Sainz. Oh, we committed to that one a bit late, didn't we? Right, so we are up into P8. What surprises is this race going to hold in store for us? What drama is it going to hold in store for us? We're 1 lap in, and it's been a bit of a mad start. We've got Hulkenberg out of the race already, and we are up into 8th position from the start. That curve flipped your car before. Yeah, I can imagine why it would. I call it the sausage curve. Right, here we go. Lap 2, and we're now on the rear of Rosberg, but he's just getting away from us a bit at this point. But that's not too much of an issue. So if we can close him down a bit, we can maybe have a bit of fun. There's a lot of cars in a line there. I think the Red Bulls are 1 and 2 and long gone. But only at this point. Who's that behind me? That's Carlos Sainz. He's not going to be too shy to have a go, is he? In fact, he's got Ericsson having a look at him, so he's going to be a little bit occupied there. We've now got closer to Rosberg, and yeah, there are 4 cars in a line there. One of them looks like it's a Red Bull. I suspect it's Max Verstappen. There's been another spin behind me. I think that's going to be... Sebastian Vettel is out of the race! One of the championship contenders is gone already, and we have a virtual safety car. So Sebastian Vettel out. He will not be winning the championship here. His engine has let him down in a big way. There was a spinner as well coming out of the chicane, I'm pretty sure. So we are 1 championship contender down. Let's go on to lead mix while we've got the virtual safety car. Hi, hello, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Don't forget to punch that like button. We're in the last race of the season, and the Vettel, who is one of the championship contenders, is out already. That is bad for me because he's the only one that could have really given it to Ricciardo, but Long way to go yet. Long way to go. Sebastian raging right now. I bet he is. I can picture some of the language that's going to be coming out of his helmet. Right, here we go. BSC ending. Oh, Rosberg, what are you doing, man? And Nazar has now got a car problem. Oh, it's all kicking off here. Nazar's got a car issue now. So he's going to be a little bit preoccupied with that. But right now, we are on the rear of Rosberg for P6. This is now the fight for 6 between myself and Rosberg. What can we do here? Nazar is holding up the rest of the field there with his faulty car. So right now, we're down one championship contender. Are we going to be down the other one? Right now it's looking very good for Ricciardo, but we're not giving up without a fight here. We're on the rear of Rosberg for P6, and we're definitely having a better race than we had qualifying. We're going to have the DRS come to us again, and we're getting a lot closer. We're going to try and pass them. Rosberg really fighting us off there. And how is that exceeding track limits? That is a bizarre one. Because Rosberg forced us off there. Very aggressive defending by Nico Rosberg there. Clearly does not want me to get through there. But we're now on the rear of him for P6. Valtteri Bottas, who's behind us, is on the super soft tyres. Is anyone making an early pit stop? A couple of cars are by the looks of it. So who's that in? Ricciardo resumes the race lead then, so he's looking very poised to take it. Who's that that's pitted? That's Max Verstappen, so he's on a very bizarre strategy. I've just broke at the imaginary 300-metre board, so I've no idea what I was doing there. But I'm now trying to get right back at Nico Rosberg for third. And these soft tyres are doing what I need them to. They are holding out nicely despite my attempts to destroy them. Right, here we go. Oh, we've gone out wide there, but I should have the DRS. So we're going to have another attempt at Rosberg here. And this should be the move done. He's still challenging me on it though, but I've taken the move, got it done. Right, next up is Sergio Perez in P3. He's having a good race. So at the moment, it's all looking, as I said, in favour of Ricciardo, but we've got a long way to go yet. And whatever happens, this has been one of my favourite live streams to do. I've had so many people turn up and view. Thank you so much to everybody who has. It genuinely means the world to me to see so many people turning up to support. Oh, that's over the curb there. Right, is anyone else making an early pit stop at this point? I can't really tell. Yes, the entire front three. So Ricciardo has made his first pit stop then. We've taken the fastest lap of the race. And Bottas has just initially gone and beaten me there. So we've got some potential strange strategies coming out to play now. So now we need to go for it. We've got to do what we can. Grosjean sets the fastest lap of the race. We've gone very wide there again. I need to stop making those mistakes. Right, so I can only imagine now the leaders are right in that big pack there, which means that could lead to a collision very, very soon. Right now we're leading the race. Bottas is catching us because he is lapping quicker than us. I'm half expecting there to be a few collisions back there. Right now we need to just keep doing what we're doing. And try and keep consistent. There's a long line of cars there. Oh, that's not what we wanted to do there. That's quite a big mistake to make. Right, so these are probably going to go to about lap 12. Maybe lap 11, lap 12 at a push.
Pit window is open. The pit window is open. Our gap to our teammate is 5.5 seconds.
5.5 seconds to our teammate. But they're on the super softs. Now I know it might be looking good championship-wise for me at the moment, but Ricciardo has pitted, I haven't. And I have no idea what kind of strategy he's running. Look at that line of cars on the map. That is a big scrap going on back there. Part of me wishes I could have, like, at the top left of the screen or something, just a bit of an angle on that. I'd love to watch that scrap. Pit this lap? Jeff, piss off. Stop smoking the funny fags. I'm quite happy to stay out another lap. Oh my god, that is wide. We're at 169 comments. Let's see if we can hit 200, guys. He's doing a free stop, I think. I'm trying a two-stop. Ricciardo's just at the fastest lap of the race. Clearly pushing very hard. Oh my god, where have I gone? Should not be reading the comments in the middle of a corner. Right, Bottas is just about catching up to me. Two stops should be quicker. Well, we'll test that theory now. I don't have the outright pace to take this championship, but I'm going to try and use tactics to help me out. Because right now... Right, Naz has fixed his problem, so that's good news for him. And Bottas and Alonso are going to be quite close soon.
No chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Soft, super soft for my stops. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of doing one more soft run and then super softs to the end. That is what I'm thinking. There is a big battle behind me and I feel like that might be where Ricciardo is at. That's what I'm thinking. Doing 10 lap stints on each and then 8 laps on the super softs if they'll hold. There is a big battle going on behind me. Alonso and Bottas are swapping places. Oh, that's wide down there. Yeah, that is Ricciardo then, that is right with them. So he's making his strategy work with his superior pace that we do not have. And right now our tyres are starting to feel a little bit behind their best as well. So 2 more laps and then we'll pit onto soft, and then we'll do an 8-lap run on the super softs at the end. Oh, that lockup is on point. So Ricciardo's got Bottas as pitted. So now Alonso is right with us. I don't think he's going to be very much of a team player here, is he? I think our only real shot at taking the title in this race is if Ricciardo drops out. We realistically don't have the pace. Oh, that's not what we could do there. Oh, Alonso!
Alonso's just complete.
No! No, eat shit, Alonso. Fuck you. Oh, I've taken Alonso out. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Sorry, Fernando. Red mist descended there. Oh, sausage curb. That was just intended as a dive bomb. That wasn't intended as a takeout. That's a dive bomb and a half. Yes, it was. Oh, I'm tempted to do the same to Ricciardo now. Just chop him off and take him out. But I'm not Schumacher. I don't win championships by underhanded means. Right, next lap I'm pitting anyway, so it doesn't make too much difference what I do now. Ricciardo's just pitted. So he's taken the second of what I think is free stop.
Fernando is coming to the pits.
Ricciardo's championship to lose. Yeah, Ricciardo has pretty much got it. He's got the pace on me. I'm not too quick round here, and my tyres are dead. So I'm thinking the only way now to really take it is if he has a car problem of sorts. Mind you, if we get a safety car with like 5 laps to go or something, I might just whack on a set of ultra softs and just go as quickly as I can and try and just overtake everybody. But this is the lap I'm pitting, and I'm taking on the second set of the soft tyres. Box this lap.
Stopping this lap.
Tell your engineer to you're pitting this lap. I've just done so. Look at that long line of cars there. Just seen a green flag shown, so has someone lost their car, I wonder? Oh, there is a yellow flag. Someone's going slow. I didn't catch who though. Let's dive into the pits. Oh, it's Fernando then. So Alonso's had another collision somewhere in this race. Not doing well for him. Right, into the pits we go then. What can we do here? And that's a fairly smooth stop if I've ever seen one. Rosberg, Perez, Bottas and Ricciardo all go through, so they're all battling. So Ricciardo's now ahead of me on track. Verstappen has jumped into the pits again. Ricciardo isn't in top 3 yet, but now we've both got one more stop to make, so we're all in sync, I think, for now, but anything can still happen in this race. We've now got fresh tyres. Ricciardo is on super soft, so he's clearly doing another one more stop and that will be it. Oh, on the brakes there. Try not to hit that curb. That curb will just send me round straight away. He has 2 stop, I think. Wishful thinking, dude. Wishful thinking. I mean, if he goes into one of these, he will, which I'm kind of hoping he does. Because right now, we don't really have a leg to stand on to win this championship. We haven't got the pace, and we're running wide. Verstappen is in 7th behind us, he's 3.3 behind. And these cars in front of me are all looking at having a nice little scrap.
The distance to the leader is 17.2 seconds. Okay, distance to teammate, 8.7 seconds.
So Alonso's still a little bit behind us then, despite having that front wing damage. That could be interesting in front of us now. That could be interesting. There's going to be DRS for 2 cars. How is that one shaping? I'm watching it on the map. They're going to be 3 abreast. They've managed to shake that out without an incident. I'll be honest, I don't think we've really got enough to win under our belts to win this here. I think our best hope is if Ricciardo drops out of the race, and there's 16 laps to go after this one. So it's still a very real possibility, but I'm not holding out too much hope at this point. I just want to get to the end of the race, bring it home in a decent position if we can, and go into next season. I'm going to give it everything, but realistically I don't think I've got enough under my belt to do it. However, if Ricciardo drops out of the race, then things get very interesting, because then I've only got to finish, I think it's 7th. No, 6. I do apologise. I've got Max Verstappen all over me. He's not going to be easy to shake off. Everyone around me is still on soft tyres. I'm surprised we haven't had a safety car yet in this race. We've had a virtual, but I'm surprised we haven't seen the real safety car make an appearance. It generally is always out and about in Abu Dhabi. We've got Bottas and Perez that are our nearest drivers that we can try and go for. Really, we don't have that much of an answer. Max going for the inside there. That was never going to work. He was kind of half up the inside. We take the corner. And now we're catching up to Bottas and Perez. I think that's Bottas and Perez anyway. At a guess. The sun is starting to go down and Verstappen's now having a look. He's going to try and get the move done here. We're not got a lot to fight him on. Hanging it out around the outside. He's got space there. He does not like to use it. I've kept Verstappen at bay. He's going... Which side is he going? He's on my right. I've still got the inside line. And oh my god, that's not the way around there. I just elect to scamper across the corner there. That was not the way around there, but there wasn't an awful lot I could have done. Get that bollard off my car. Right, we are into the lot. We are halfway through the final race. Once again, I'm extremely grateful to everyone who's joined me this afternoon on this live stream. Oh, we're wide round there. Right, Verstappen's probably going to have another look up the inside here. It's a really silly place to look, isn't it? Right, he's not going to get through there. Hamilton's pitted. That battle in front of me for third is really starting to heat up. Ooh. Interesting line through there, Joe. Right then. So now we're catching up to this battle for third between Perez and Bottas, and Verstappen is now having a look at us. He's kind of pushing us along the straight here. Staying here. Oh god, there's a Ferrari getting involved. Oh god, they're three abreast. This is not good. We're all three abreast. Collisions with the Ferrari. The Ferrari goes out wide. And we got DRS on Raikkonen now. What lap will you pit for Supersofts? 20, mate. We're on the right. Raikkonen trying to run us off the road. And we just take that place off of him. Fair but brutal racing going on here. I'm pitting on lap 20. But now I'm trying to catch up to these guys who are what I perceive as the battle for third, but it could be a battle for something very different here. Oh, that Ferrari's not going to give up easy, and neither is that Red Bull. Oh, Raikkonen thought he had the move done there. There's another car in the pits. I have no idea who that is. I'd imagine that's Ricciardo making his last stop. I wonder what tyres he's going for then. Still hanging on to that battle between Perez and Bottas. Those two have been swapping positions lap after lap. And here we go again. It looks like it's going to be three abreast again, this time with Raikkonen and Hamilton. Raikkonen's going through. Hamilton's got the drag. I'm staying here. It's safer here. Hamilton getting it. I'm not having that. And a dive bomb back on Raikkonen. Oh, this is all going to end in tears for somebody. I'm pretty sure of it. Hamilton's now got the DRS on me. I'm losing time to these guys because I'm too busy fighting off this lot. Hamilton's having a look at my inside. He's making slight contact and I'm hanging it out around the outside. Yeah, I've got him covered there. Oh my goodness me, what is this battle that I'm in? I'm trying to catch up to the battle in front of me, guys. Could you kindly piss off all over my arse? I've got three of them on me now. Anybody else making a pit stop this lap? Could one of you possibly piss off? No, they're still on me. Somebody else is now in the pits. Oh, that's an interesting line around there. That's Perez who's pitted, I do believe. Right, Bottas is next. He's looking a little vulnerable. Oh, God, here we go again. 200th comment. Woohoo! Cheers, guys. You have been incredible today. Right, Hamilton now. Again. Up the inside. I'm not really going to try and fence. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, they're all bumping behind me now. Sorry guys, accidentally yanked out the mic. This is one of the hottest battles I've ever been part of. Hamilton's really having a look at some cheeky places there. Places which I might add are just not going to work for overtakes. What is my fuel mix on? Standard. Right, how much have I got? 0.3.47 laps. So I think, let's knock this up a bit. Are they all pitting? Are any of these pitting? No, that's incredibly annoying. Right, rich mix, let's go.
So the gap to our
Teammate is in the pit.
6 seconds.
That puts us back in the lead.
Has just pitted.
Fernando has pitted. So if there's going to be a safety car in this race, guys, now would be a good time. Right, there we go. I'm going left. Everyone else can do whatever the fuck they want. Oh, contact! Contact again! Someone's gone off. I've still got a car alongside me.
Safety car, safety car.
Oh, I got what I wanted there! Safety car has come out. Right. Super soft. If I know the delta is low, you don't need to tell me. That's what I'm doing. I am pitting. So that's thrown another little twist into this one, hasn't it? Let's knock the fuel mix onto lean. Oh shit. Delta top. Oh, you know what? Sod your delta. Right. Here we go then. This is it. This is when to pit. We have been given a beautiful slot in which to pit in. And Verstappen has just followed us in. He's had the same idea.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing in the
And onto another set of super soft tyres.
Speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
This is going to make this race very, very interesting. Perez now moves up ahead of us. But the big billion-dollar question I'm wondering is, where the hell is Ricciardo? A quick look at the race director. He is in second place on soft tyres, so I presume he's going to the end. I presume he's going to the end. If he isn't, then this safety car is going to fuck him up royally. Right, so the safety car is out. So it all comes down to this really. Does Ricciardo pit again? If not, or not? At this point, if he does, with the field closing up, that is going to mess him up. Right, so we need to really just gun it at this restart. At this point, with Ricciardo looking to go to the end, we've got nothing to lose now. So we've done all we can. Now we've got to do it all on the track. I feel like we will have a couple of safety car laps first before we got to do it all. So, fucking hell, Perez. Some pretty major brake testing going on here. So who's pitting and who isn't? This is the key part of this race now. I feel like if I win this race, I might just win it on merit of World Championship points. So either way, pitting under this safety car is going to help. What does everyone do? Who's pitting, who isn't? I thought that was Perez about to peel into the pits then. I will be putting it in rich mix all the way to the end once the safety car pits. Do not worry about that. It's literally going to be an all or nothing charge. Okay, so if Ricciardo does pit again at this point, with a few others that I think don't have to, that's going to mess up his race. So right now, I just need to... I don't know. It all depends on what he's doing, because if he pits again, this could very well swing things in my favour. Not going to lie, after being at this for 3 solid races, I'm starting to feel the fatigue of it. Once that safety car pits, it will be either a 7 or an 8 lap sprint to the end, depending on when it pits. If he's going to pit, it'll be lap 25 or 26, but that's just going to be suicide to his race. He pits then. We've got 26 people watching currently. This is incredible, guys. Thank you so much to all of you for your support. The safety car's out for another lap. Even if he finishes second, though, with the amount of wins I have, I might just be able to take that championship win. I don't know. I've got a few of them under my belt this season. And I know Verstappen won a few. Vettel's won a couple. Right, nobody pits this lap. Perez keeps weaving like he's intending to, though. We're getting closer to 250 comments. This is pretty cool, guys. Right, so it's going to be a 7-lap sprint to the end. Oh my god, I nearly went into Perez there. I'm actually going to keep my distance because I do not want to go into anyone now. I wonder how many are going to the end and how many aren't. It's going to be all about the fight now. Thanks to everyone who's wishing me good luck now. I'm going to need it because when the safety car comes in, and I'm pretty sure it will be in this lap, this is going to be a straight 7-lap sprint. And Ricciardo is within taking distance. I'm expecting the announcement to come that the safety car is in this lap. Here we go. Let's knock it into Rich Mix and get ready. Who is pitting? Who isn't pitting? This is where it all comes down to now. Hamilton leads the way at the moment. But I'm half expecting he will be one of the people that peel into the pit. Rosberg's in third, so it's looking good for Mercedes at the moment, unless they both duck into the pits. These are tense moments now as we're waiting for the race to get underway. Yep, I'm in Rich. Okay, I will not be reading any further comments until the end of the race, so this is it. Nobody pits at the end of this lap. We are away and racing. I've got a... What? What is that about? Oh, well that, I fear, has probably screwed me right over. That was harsh. I'm not quite sure I deserved that. Right then, let's forget about it now. Let's go racing, and that's a dive bomb up Perez. Up the inside of Perez for second, fourth even. And that was a move we needed to get done. That penalty is bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. That is bullshit. Oh, great. Perez and Verstappen are now having at me. I'm staying right. Ricciardo and Hamilton are now getting very close. Oh, there's contact there. There is contact, and the front three, they're three abreast. This is going to end in tears. This is going to end in tears. Ricciardo has to back off. He's hit one of the Mercedes. I'm on the right. Oh, the Mercedes are touched. I've got into... Oh, and that has pretty much killed my race right there. Getting involved in the two Mercedes having each other off. My front wing is gone, and with that, that has effectively ended my championship right there. Being involved in that shunt. Oh, I don't believe that. Right, I'm going to try and carry on with this front wing. To this point, there's not... Pitting would just lose me even more time. And that is unfortunate luck right there. The two Mercedes came together. And, well... Ultra Softs won't go to the end, unfortunately. Seal of Maldonado's approval. Oh, I cannot believe that happened. I cannot believe that happened. That is just gut-wrenching. But the Rosberg has not got the legs to get past me on the straight. I'm not going to pit now because that would just lose me mammoth amounts of time. So we're just going to hold on to it for now. Oh, bloody hell. Look at all the debris on the circuit. That's like that's essentially a scrapyard. Verstappen's got front wing damage. I mean, that whole thing was going to end in tears anyway. You had the two Mercedes and Ricciardo in the middle. Ricciardo then went into them, and then the two Mercedes collided. I was trying to take avoiding action from the lot of them, and I just could not have done anything there. But that is a typical last race disadvantage there. Rosberg's nudging me now. Who's that in the pits?
DRS has been enabled. DRS is
That's Hamilton in the pits. That has really cost me that. Oh, that line down there though.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change?
Good for you, I'm not considering it. You can consider it all you want, I don't want it. Even if Ricciardo pits, I'm still out of position because of all the shenanigans in this race, and I've got front wing damage. Oh, that's really screwed me over. What? I had 2 wheels on the circuit, I'm sure. Oh my god. F1 2016 be like, oh, you're a championship contender, you say? How can I fuck you over today?
Conditions should remain dry. We'll keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
Rosberg's pitted.
Gap to car in front is 4.5 seconds.
Now Raikkonen's behind me. I am pushing so hard. Ugh, come on! Oh, my leg is really cramping now. Well, I am losing time because of my front wing, but not as much as I'd initially anticipated. Although going wide there's not going to help you. That doesn't help me at all. Oh, hello, who's gone? Who's blown up there? A collision there.
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again. The gap behind us is 0.5 seconds.
Alright, I'm going to try not to exceed the track limits anymore because I've already got a 3-second penalty. I don't want another one just to add to my woes. Oh! Ricciardo's leading the race.
You're starting to drop back from the car in front by 2 seconds up.
Oh no, Raikkonen. Oh no. Oh no. Don't even think about it. Oh. Mate, try it. I'll have your front wing. Well, there's 3 laps to go in this season, and I think Ricciardo has got this championship pretty much wrapped up under his belt. Raikkonen's taking a dive up the inside. You really going to do this? It's not going to work for you.
Okay, gap ahead is 8.8 seconds.
8.8 seconds to the gap car ahead, which is Max Verstappen. So just to put things in perspective, if Ricciardo was to drop out of the race now, I would need to finish 6th, but it's looking extremely unlikely. Oh. Hamilton's got me now. Please say Daniel Ricciardo is out of the race. Because all I would then need is 6, and given he's ahead of me, I could just let these 2 behind me go and focus on bringing it home. Because there's a massive ass gap after that, and I don't want to lose my car fighting these guys too much if I don't need to. Particularly with my 3-second penalty. There goes Raikkonen again. I'm just battling him for sheer pride now. There's nothing else at stake. Come on, Ricciardo. Drop out of the race, please. Nah, I'm not going to be too salty about it. About to start the last lap now. Oh. Raikkonen's got front wing damage. I know the feeling right now. So really what's killed my race there was A, that penalty coming out of the last corner, and then the Mercedes crashing in front of me and leaving me with nowhere to go in, put into them. But it's still been, you know what, I'm happy with the amount of effort I've put into this. And, you know, I may not be happy with the end result, but I've done everything I can. I've outdriven this car magnificently. Raikkonen, piss off! Oh, well done. Now you've hit me. I'm still battling these guys, though. Even though I don't need to, and I'm probably going to fall behind them after penalties. It's been a fun battle to have. Oh god, this is going to end in tears. Oh, it's ended in tears! Oh dear. That just sums it up really, doesn't it? And they all just gone into Raikkonen! They've all gone into Raikkonen! What a bunch of... So they all just go into Raikkonen then, okay. Well, that guarantees me 6. Ricciardo's taken the win. I was a little bit underhand by myself there, but as a result, I'm going to finish 6th. Just limping it back now. 30 people watching, that's crazy. Oh, I've got no front wing and no grip. So unfortunately we have not done enough here to take the championship, but we've given it everything we could, and that was one crazy race.
It just wasn't our day today. It's been an incredible season. We'll come back stronger next year.
It wouldn't really be fair to say I bottled it, but Ricciardo took the championship because he won the race and he took the championship with it.
The ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula One World Champion.
I mean, we gave it our best shot.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. And Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today.
And you know what? I've had a lot of fun in this live stream. I've had a lot of fun doing these races today.
Teams in the past throw away wins because they were too
And we did everything we could there, but we just didn't have the car.
Take the advantage.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One. And that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. This also means that there's no catching our leader anymore and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion.
So then, the final standings are Ricciardo taking the championship with 298 points. But we managed to take second. Vettel had a very bad day. It was a long shot for him anyway, but his engine failed earlier in the race. There are the final standings, and Verstappen, who was my main rival at one point, just not able to make a challenge for it in the end.
They built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from
well, that's everything then from the last 3 races. But now, let's see if I get any offers. Come on, guys, let's hit 250 comments. Had a lot of fun watching this fab live stream. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that a lot. Right. Not a lot of points for that. But that end crash was pretty silly, if I'm honest. But I was just desperate to defend my position. And then they all go into him, which is quite funny.
Hi.
Oh, here we go. Right, so let's get ready for season 3. We've got offers. What do you think we should take? What have we got? What have we got? Show me what we got then. Ferrari, Williams, or Red Bull? What do I go for? I'm tempted to go for Ferrari, I think. I'm really drawn to Ferrari here. I don't want to stick at McLaren, because the car is a bit shoddy. Ferrari and Red Bull are pretty even. But I've always kind of been a bit of a Ferrari fan and wanted to do it for Ferrari. So, for Season 3, I think I am going to move over to Ferrari.
Great. I'll get it to admin.
So I have taken to drive. I am going to be driving in a Ferrari for Season 3. And I am so looking forward to that. Right then, guys, I'm afraid to say that is the end of the live stream for now. But thank you so much to everyone who watched. This was a lot of fun to do. I really enjoyed this one. There's an overall look at my results. And in the end, the last few races weren't enough. I lost a lot of points in the mid-season as well, which really cost me. But you know, what can you do? Right, thank you so much to everyone who watched and joined this live stream. It has been great fun to do today. And until the next time, it is goodbye from me. Bye, guys.